All right, good afternoon, everybody. I was just going to do a quick trade recap today for some of the trades that I took. Ended the day up $325. Um, we are currently in the top step two, as you can see here. We're on day three. I did reset last Thursday or Wednesday. So best day so far is $413. Worst day 240. Currently, we are at 50,653. You can see the profit target's going to be $3,000 in profit. So if we add the 325 to the 653 that we are already up going into the day, then we're right around 975, somewhere in there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trade that I took this morning. Um, Once the market opened, I was basically just kind of looking for either a breakout or a breakdown. The first 15 minutes, that's kind of how I trade, breakout or breakdown here. So you can see we're looking at the 3-minute chart here. We were above the VWAP at this point. Oh, this is actually the ES. Here we are on the NASDAQ. Just kind of switching back and forth here to see which one looks weaker. You see the ES is kind of moving down there, approaching the VWAP first. So my thought process was if the ES can move through the VWAP, then it will kind of bring the NASDAQ with it. So you can see this is the VWAP here, the blue line. So the idea for this trade is to maybe overshoot the VWAP slightly. We are approaching the 14,500 psych level here. So what I was looking for was a break of the 14,500 psych level and just kind of getting confirmation with it moving through the 95 level uh, and looking for a short there just for 15 points. Now, in hindsight, obviously, this move back up to the 20 SMA, which is the red line here, would have been a nice entry also. We reject this 20 SMA and just start moving down. So kind of in hindsight, that would have been a better entry. But I'm still happy with the trade that we made. So let's take a look here. Should start to get this move down here momentarily. You can see it starting there. It rejected the 20 SMA there. Didn't quite get all the way to it, but then it starts to move down. And I'm just kind of eyeballing here, looking for the break of 500. Once we break 500, I'm just eyeballing the 95 level. I'm going to market order in somewhere in that 95 level and just look to ride the momentum down towards the VWAP area, thinking that we may bounce at the VWAP. So I didn't really want to, 3 or 4 handles below the VWAP is certainly fine. But you don't want to be shorting above the VWAP typically as kind of a rule. So I don't like to hold it through the VWAP. So we're kind of holding up here at the 95s, and then we start moving through it. So I go ahead and get short. You can see my target's the 77s. It's 4 or 5 points below the VWAP. One of the things that I do that I hate is I move my stop too quickly. So as you see, I got a 10-point stop here. We start getting the move down. And usually once I reach around $100 in profit, I'll go ahead and move my stop down. So I go ahead and move my stop down to break even. So we can't lose on this trade. So nothing to do here except for just to see if it takes us out. And there we are. So we get the full $300 on that trade. And really didn't take any other trades to speak of this morning. I did take one loser of $200. And then I took a winner of $200 to kind of make it up. Wanted to outline one trade that I did not take here. This is one that I've made a video on before. This box is going to be the 15-minute range. So what you do is you let the first 15-minute candle print. And then as soon as we break out of that range, either to the downside or to the upside, you take an entry based on that. And here we had a really nice move down today, and I did not take the trade. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. So if you go back and watch the stream, we did have news kind of coming out. You can see the ES is trying to break out of that 15-minute range as well. And so it breaks out here, and get a pretty nice move down, probably 35 or 40 points move down fairly quickly. So you would have got short there in the 70s, and you see this moves all the way down into the mid 30s. Would have been a really nice winner. That really is just a beginner strategy that anybody can use. Just wanted to kind of show you that it did work today as well. I didn't take it, but I was already kind of at my profit target there. My target is just $300 a day. So I was already at $295, so I chose not to take this particular entry. But very simple strategy. Outline the first 15-minute candle. Take a short or a long based on what happens there. You see the ES broke out as well to the downside. That's going to be it. Just kind of wanted to show you guys one of my trades this morning. Going to do a daily recap of my profit and loss, being very transparent with you guys. Again, I was up $325. The P&L here shows $295. I did take a couple of small scalps in the afternoon, but that's going to do it. Please like the video and subscribe. And I will be live tomorrow morning at 9:20 approximately. So if you want to stop on by and show your support, we'll see you then.